Good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to join you virtually at the 2020 ESRI Singapore User Conference. SLA and I are deeply honored to have this opportunity to speak on how we together shall go forward in geospatial amid this pandemic. Imagine what life would be like without technology, without your computers, no internet, and other digital friends. Many of you would agree that technology, when working seamlessly in the background, is something we take for granted nowadays. It has become something that we cannot live without. This is especially so in such a time when some businesses have been forced to close and people need to adapt to new working arrangements. The COVID-19 pandemic has thoroughly upended the status quo in almost every corner of the world. As the pandemic continues to unfold, organizations are using tools to identify underlying relational data and visualize patterns over space and time. Many of you would have realized by now, geospatial has emerged as a powerful technology, assisting health authorities to monitor, analyze, and model in the effects of pandemic, as well as helping cities and countries to safely manage, navigate, and emerge from this pandemic. The leading example is the Coronavirus Resource Center at Johns Hopkins University, which many of you have seen. It created a real-time interactive dashboard on the spread of COVID-19. It helps health authorities and researchers, and in fact everyone who has internet access, to monitor and swiftly respond to the pandemic. In Singapore, public agencies use geospatial to create portals such as NParks Safe Distance at Parks, URAs Spaced Out, to help people avoid crowded areas. OneMap has helped people to locate nearby essential amenities such as clinics, supermarkets, and eateries. GovTech and the Ministry of Health use OneMap for flu go where and mask go where to help you and I locate the nearest public health clinics and mask collection points. There are many other such similar examples around the world. One sticking issue has, however, emerged. That is, individual privacy concerns in location tracking. This has somewhat lessened the use of geospatial in a pervasive and effective manner in tackling the spread of COVID-19. Not just us in Singapore, this issue affects many other countries as well. While the concern on location privacy awaits innovative policy and technical solutions, it has not slowed down the adoption of geospatial in other areas. According to Ingwork research, the global geospatial market is projected to grow at a compound annual growth rate CAGR of over 14% by 2028, with Asia-Pac being the fastest growing region at a rate of 15.71%. Despite current uncertainties surrounding this pandemic, such high projected growth signifies the vast untapped potential in the geospatial industry. A large part of the growth we observe would stem from a rising convergence of geospatial technology, location-based services, and enterprise IT into one integrated system in today's world. We are witnessing an unmistakable trend of geospatial moving from being a vertical to becoming a horizontal. As we enter a new chapter of human development, or the fourth industry revolution as you know it, innovative breakthroughs and trends that integrate geospatial with other emerging technologies such as AI and IoT will lay the groundwork and foundation for geospatial mainstreaming and mass adoption. At heart, I believe that every cloud has a silver lining. It is during these times of crisis where we find opportunities for government agency, industry players, and individuals like you and me to work together and leverage on new technologies. As the breadth, depth, and speed of technological integration and the ongoing pandemic are forcing nations to reassess and reinvent existing practices and frameworks, I want to share with you on how we can work with one another to drive innovation in a unique collaborative environment and towards a geo-led future. With a proliferation of geographic data across different industries such as transportation, utilities, and services, it is crucial for government agencies to play a facilitative role in jump-starting collaborative efforts. For this reason, SLA takes the lead in uniting various stakeholders through the Singapore Geospatial Masterplan. The Masterplan covers three interdependent pillars: a geo-smart government, a nation of geo-empowered people, and a thriving geo industry to articulate the common vision of a geospatial-powered Singapore. To position Singapore as a vibrant geo hub of the region, we have set up GeoWorks, Singapore Geospatial Industry Centre. This is probably a world's first. It currently holds more than 42 companies consisting of both geospatial scale-ups and large and established geospatial organizations. Esri, Singapore, one of our geo partners, has greatly supported GeoWorks, and this important conference is now a major anchor of the ongoing Singapore Geospatial Week. And the Singapore Geospatial Week is the most significant geospatial industry event in a year in Singapore, if not in the whole ASEAN region. The Singapore Geospatial Week this year brings together 60 webinars across 2 weeks, showcasing the insights, journeys, and enterprise of geospatial enthusiasts from our local community and all over ASEAN. This is only made possible with the valuable partnership we have forged together as a geospatial community. Overall, our collaborative spaces, both online and physical, allow for open interactions and networking. This brings us closer as a community and it creates business opportunities for the whole geospatial industry. The fruition of Singapore Geospatial Week is a result of the combined efforts of various agencies, industry, academia, and communities. With all that said, like technology, almost no innovation can be attributed to a single source. I believe that governments, by and large, should exercise their strengths as a trusted party to bring diverse group of stakeholders together. Concurrently, the private sector can exercise their ability to innovate and tap into global markets. Given the greater need for better and more accurate analysis using geospatial data, SLA launched the 3D Singapore Sandbox earlier this year. It is a first of its kind collaborative environment to promote business growth and drive innovation among geospatial firms. In this initiative, 3D geospatial models of over 160,000 buildings nationwide, coupled with other 2D data, are provided by SLA and public agencies to industry partners such as ESRI, Autodesk, and some others. They then turn the models and data into digital twins using their tools and platforms and develop innovative services focusing on the architectural, engineering, and construction industry. The firms in the AEC industry can now try out a good range of 3D solutions from a variety of geospatial firms to solve their problems and cater to their business needs. The 3D Singapore Sandbox is hosted at GeoWorks. The Sandbox is open to anyone interested to have a taste of digital twins of Singapore. Due to the COVID-19 situation, we have suspended its operation for now. But we are working very hard towards reopening it as soon as the situation allows, with safe distancing measures in place. So do look out for our announcement. The 3D Singapore Sandbox is yet another example of working together to drive innovation and promote business growth. I have not seen a similar arrangement in other parts of the world. This really underscores the collaborative nature of our operating environment in Singapore, where the government and the industry play to our respective strengths in meeting the needs of our stakeholders. Apart from driving innovation to meet demands from the user industry, let us not forget the need to strengthen geospatial competency among our people. To this end, SLA is leading geospatial cluster development efforts by working closely with public agencies and learning institutions to initiate strategies in education, workforce development, and accessibility to geospatial tools. At the university level, we now offer geospatial scholarship that span 8 agencies to individuals who want to pursue geospatial and geospatial-related courses. Simultaneously, in collaboration with the private sector, the ESRI's Baustate Geospatial Scholarship offers attachment opportunities with public agencies for the scholarship recipients to gain insights into the geospatial profession. At the public sector level, SLA has widened its capability building efforts to include geospatial training and reskilling courses for all public officers. Since 2008, we have trained more than 3,600 public officers through courses such as Geospatial 101 and the Geospatial Foundation Program. We are currently working with several agencies to develop GeoPlay and a new Geospatial 101 to promote geospatial awareness and develop specialized skills in data science, data acquisition and management, as well as system and applications development. These courses complement the geospatial competency framework that support the professional development and growth of geospatial experts. We are seeking industry feedback on the competency framework and working on the details of the different knowledge and skill sets required for geospatial smart users, specialists, and experts. Overall, this framework forms the cornerstone of future initiatives towards geospatial capability building. As the saying goes, one is never too old or too young to learn. More opportunity exists to deepen our technological capabilities to meet emerging response needs related to dynamic geospatial data. Surely, this growth mindset is most crucial in times like this. In closing, I wish to share a thought I have on this frequently used phrase. Data is the new oil. Yes, it highlights the immense value of data. But I would venture to distinguish the two. Oil is known to be a scarce and finite resource. Data is not. Data is growing exponentially each day, as you know. We also know that more than 70% of the data we see is geographic in nature. Faced with this enormous amount and ever-growing types of geospatial data, the opportunities for the geospatial firms and the geospatial professionals like you and me are aplenty. We are entering into the golden era of geospatial. What are you waiting for? So let us seize the opportunities together in no time. Well, we are indeed living in dangerous times with this mega pandemic. But it is also in these times when we can marshal the strength to band together and pick ourselves up, not just to survive, but to prosper. On this note, I wish all of you a fruitful virtual conference. Thank you.